Faces and get ready to roll. We've packed them tight right here for their GS.
The Lugo. So Alcantara, 282. Home run, 15 runs batted in. Right-hand hitter takes first pitch off speed, settles in there for a strike. Alcantara last night had that RBI single in the 11th that scored Brooks Brannon, that he eventually would come around and score on the walk-off walk that was received by Zan Zanatello after the intentional walk to Ferry Rodriguez with one out of the 11th inning last night. Next one settles in there as well, so we'll need to protect here, and the 0-2 slides outside. Tried to get him with an off-speed pitch to Chase over in the left-hand batter's box. He didn't do it. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Cantara. Watches this fastball at 94 stay up and in. Coming in tonight, 2 out of 13 of the series. Pair of RBI, scored 2, struck out 4, walked 1. Hit into the 7th spot. He's playing second base again tonight. And he hits one on the ground. And the shortstop, Cueva, comes up and throws, and he got him. And he becomes the first out here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Alcantara, once Arias came up from Salem, he played a little bit of shortstop, but is principally playing third base, second base now. Zapatello moves over playing second base. And here comes Hudson White, catching tonight. 202, a home run, 10 runs batted in. 1 for 3, a run and a walk. Series so far, he had a chance to catch tonight. Takes first pitch, stays inside for a ball. Right-hand hitter. Takes a big swing and fouls it up the left field lines. Home run, the 10 runs batted in. Got a couple doubles, but he also has 2 triples on the year. 5'11", 222 out of Keller, Texas. 9th-round pick in the draft last year out of Arkansas. A couple years at Texas Tech prior to that. There is a beautiful breaking ball, and it is a cold strike. Ahead of the cat is Davila with 1 and 2 on Hudson White, with Andy Lugo on deck here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning.
Look how shallow Jones is in right field.
Hit it that way. Just off the plate, and they'll appeal and say no, he didn't go. Yeah, that's about as shallow as we've seen in a long time. I mean, same way, even driving out in center field, there are gaps if he could pull it down the line. The left fielder tonight, again, is Morabel. He's shaded almost left center field right now. This one's hit to the third baseman on 2 hops. He'll move to his left. Sidearm across is Figueroa, and he guns down Hudson White for out number 2 here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. So 8 up and 8 down. You get a good look there at Davalillo. 6'1", 175, 22 out of Venezuela. Signed January 15 of 2021 with the Mets. Eventually was signed with Texas June of 2022. His numbers remarkable coming into this one. He'll face Andy Lugo. Hits a 2-hopper. Knocked down by Cueva, but he'll throw, but not in time. And that was an outstanding effort by Cueva to get there. Brought his momentum, taking onto the grass, and not going to be able to set. Even with Lugo as quick as he is, he was probably going to beat it anyway. And a nice play there to at least give himself an opportunity. You see it there on the dive. He's been out there the last couple of games. Theo Hardy, we've seen at shortstop back in game 1. And he's playing second base tonight. Casey Cook getting the night off. Back up top for Franklin Arias. And he hits one up the middle, and it is taken by Cueva. He'll flip. Did they get him? And they did. A tumbling, rolling play by Hardy. And again, Cueva the other way when he got the ball before he got into the outfield. Goes up the middle. His momentum, he flips it. They got him at second base, and that'll do it here for the 3rd. We're through 3 complete, and Hub City with a 1-0.
Good luck at the University of South Carolina. Athletes Lab, Acme Logistics, Carolina Belting,
Ruiz and Renato families, welcome back. Carolina Auto Auction, Grown Taylor Wedding Welcome Party, Clayco, Omega Construction, Foy Family and Friends, Brushy Creek Elementary School, Woodward Academy, Columbia County Cannons 12 and under travel baseball team, Waldrop's Club Wally members, Henry Shine, Happy Retirement Rob, the 113 crew from Flat Rock Baptist Church, Liberty High School, Beulah Baptist Church Student Ministry, and K. Bell and Company Realtors. Thank you all for spending the evening with us. The Greenville Tribe and our friends at Burger King would like to make the following special announcement.
Three-inning totals, Hub City, a run, a hit, no errors. To drive, no runs, a hit, and no errors. When the Scott household needed a complete security company, we chose Security Complete. No contracts, no equipment rental, and monitoring you can trust. Check out my guys at Security Complete today. Find them on Facebook or call 864-546-0360.
Well, we're through three complete. We head to the top half of the fourth inning. Hub City with a 1-0 lead. Got that RBI single that scored Daniel Cueva, who had walked in the first inning. And it was Dylan Dreiling who got the RBI base hit, and he will lead it off here. 4, 5, and 6, top of the fourth against Noah Dean. Again, just a lefty against lefty. There's the pitch. Fastball just off the plate, 94. Dean starts on the third base side. Dreiling at 215, 3 home runs, 19 runs batted in. He leads the team in runs scored with 18. And he fouls it out of play, just off to our left.
Tell you, Tom Van Hoy, I think your crowd prognostication tonight, don't have the number yet, but I think it ought to be fairly easy, for lack of a better term.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, well, because I'll have the number. But I'm just saying,
I know.
You should not miss by 1,000 tonight is what I'm getting at.
It was good last night. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Dreiling. Did it hit him?
It
did.
Yeah, after missing by over 1,000 on Tuesday and 1,700 plus on Wednesday, you were less than 100 last night.
Yeah, but like Roger Maris, you got to have an asterisk by that one, right?
No.
I mean, because
I'm keeping score. There are no asterisks.
I know. Ben Cash came in here, media relations director, and he may start picking. We may just get somebody that's over to our right and go, what do you think it is tonight? Well, after the hit by pitch, Dreiling on at first, fouled straight down. It's Jason Morabel, and then it's going to be Julian Brock and maybe Glader Figueroa. Next becomes a very important inning here. For Noah Dean. He had 56 pitches coming in. Only 26 of those were strikes, so he struggled. He's walked 4. Worked out trouble here on a couple of occasions. So far in the ball game, Dreiling is a threat to run. Line shot. Will it stay up? And on the dive, did he make the catch? And he did! How about Miguel Blaze out in left field? He kind of looked a little bit like Zach Earhart last night, and then here comes Joe Ferry Rodriguez, shake his hand and give him a little pat with his foot on the backside. Here it is again.
Yeah, coming right at you.
Man.
And got a great jump, a great read, and took one away, so we'll put a star by that one.
Yeah, we talk about the movement of the outfielders and how they move them around a lot for the Greenville Drive. As the right-hand hitting Julian Brock, who walked his first time up and was caught stealing. Throw over, and it'll drive Dreiling back. But that's a tough play. The line shot coming right at you. We saw Nellie Taylor out in center field the other night go back and get one and then come in and make an outstanding play as well. He's out in right field tonight with Rodriguez in center field. Brock swinging a miss on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. And then you've got Blaze out in left field playing his 4th game in left field, 10 in right and 7 in center. Taylor with 11 now in right, 2 in center. 2 in left and 13 in center field. So they do move him around a lot in the Boston organization. Of course, when Cedon Raffaello was here, he played on the infield and in the outfield as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's been tough for Brock. 151, no home runs, 9 runs batted in. He has just 13 hits on the year, but 9 of them are doubles. How about that to lead his team in that category? He swings and misses on an off-speed pitch there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We've got 1 down, top of the 4th inning. As Dan said, man, it is filling up. You got him on the hillside. You got him Green Monster up on top of the building. And one of the keys is down the right field line on the concourse. This one stays outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. So you want to go after him. Figueroa is next at 202. Then Theo Hardy at 173. Last night, their last 5 were 200 or less in the lineup. It's been a struggle at 210 as a team so far this year, particularly on the road. 191. Chases one down and in and fouls it back. And the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now, last night, from the 3rd to the 9th inning, for Hub City, they had just 2 base runners. That's it. They were 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position, and they put that 7 on the board in the 9th to get a tie before the drive. 1, 12, 11, and 11. Swing and a miss. He got it with a fastball. Came back and got him. Another big out there. Second strikeout with 93. Get a side look at it there. Here comes later Figueroa. 202, 3 home runs, 13 runs batted in. Hit that 2-run shot of the second last night. And that was the first lead that Hub City had. They lead at 1-0 now as we play in the top half of the 4th inning with 2 down. Look over at first. Drowley might go. Nope, just off the plate for a ball. So Figueroa has been a presence at 3rd, and we talked about Hub City. Most of their players have been at respective positions. There goes Drylling. There goes the throw, and it is going to be bouncing away. It was on a hop, and Arias trying to field it there, and it kicked away, and he's then safely at second base.
Hey, if he's able to come up with that on the short hop, they might have thrown him out too. You watch, if we get another look at it, Hudson White came up and he threw that ball sidearm almost.
Well, the ball was off the plate, so it goes to 2-0, and now runner in scoring position. And outside for a ball, 3 balls and no strikes.
Well, that was his 70th pitch.
And he's getting set to deliver a 3-0 pitch. Plenty of room on that left side, and steps off, and scampering back is Drylling. Been on twice, got a base hit and an RBI. That's the only run of the ball game back in the first inning. Hit by a pitch, stole a base. He's on at second now with 2 down. Dancing around a little bit. Here's a fastball called strike. Just got a bending at the hip there, and thought maybe it was outside, but called a strike. And it goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. Lights are on here tonight. Friday night. School just about over in Greenville County. Some graduations ongoing next week. Just off the plate. Matt White thought he had it there. Didn't get the call. And he'll walk his 5th hitter of the night. And puts runners on first and second now with 2 down. Theo Hardy, 173, 9 for 53. You see on bullpen cam there. And Darvin Garcia expected to come into the ballgame. And then maybe Adam Smith after him tonight. But trying to get out of this one. Hardy playing at second base tonight. Saw him pinch run for Diesel last night. We've seen him at shortstop as well. He takes the first pitch inside for a ball. He's a switch hitter. Right-handed a little bit better at 233 than left-handed at 129. And Bob Kipper headed back out one more time.
Give me a chance to remind folks that if you ever dreamed of making it to the Hall of Fame, you can. Hall of Fame Sports Grill, 531 Wade Hampton Boulevard in Greenville. Live sports, trivia, and fantastic food. Find out more about them at halloffamesportsgrill.com.
With teams struggling a bit, and Dan, you kind of tell the story that back in the day, one pitcher in the minor leagues was really good. Never got called up, and then
it was the former and the late Carl Erskine of the Brooklyn Dodgers Boys of Summers team. Erskine died not too long ago, but when he was in AAA with the Montreal Royals, the Brooklyn's AAA team, he had 4 or 5 straight outstanding performances in front of the Dodgers' lead scout and didn't get the call-up. Finish it after this pitch.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and it's a ground ball to the short. Arias has it, fires across it. He got him, and we'll finish that story with Dan when we come back in just a moment. But I'll tell you what, give Dean credit, man. Hit by pitch. There was another walk, left 2. He got out of that inning unscathed. And with that, we have the bottom half of the 4th drive coming up. Spartanburgers, 1-0 lead.
But Tyler, didn't you already balance that?
And all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with the blue window and a blue Corvette. And everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. He ain't got nobody to listen.
Make some noise! Way to go, Tyler!
Now, Tyler, there's no way you can balance a wheelbarrow. Come on.
On to the bottom of the 4th we go, and it's a 1-0 ball game. Hub City with the lead. So Noah Dean got through. He struggled a bit, but that's sometimes what some organizations will look.
Well, to finish that story on Carl Erskine very quickly, he had pitched 4 or 5 outstanding games, won them all, and didn't get called up to the Brooklyn Dodgers. And then he had a game that he really struggled, didn't get the win, and got called up immediately after that game. And years later, he asked Branch Rickey why he got called up then. And he said, we saw how you reacted when things were going good. We wanted to see how you would react when things were not going good. They liked his makeup. They liked his body language. And, of course, Erskine was one of the best pitchers in Brooklyn Dodgers history.
First pitch is a strike to Eufery Rodriguez, David Davalillo. Second one, swing and a miss at 83. And out of the count 0-2. And, you know, Dan, we talked with Liam Carroll, Bob Kipper, and so much about the physicality of the game, but the mental aspect is so important, and they have a lot of people that deal with that in the organization as well.
They have a mental coach, for lack of a better term, who's in here every 2 weeks. Just travels around the organization. So he visits every club every 2 weeks.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rodriguez, his first time up, grounded out. It's Diesel at first again, and had that combination with Davalillo as well. This ball is smoked down the right field line and up into the netting, and caroms back out onto the field. So Rodriguez, 2 for 3, a run, a walk in game 1 in left field. The DH in game 3, 2 for 3, a run, 4 walks. How about 4 for 6, 2 runs, 5 walks, and a strikeout? And he had struggled coming into this series, and he's going to take a called third strike there. Gave up on it on a breaking ball, came back in on the inside part about belt high, and got the call on the strikeout of Eufery Rodriguez. And that's how it will begin the 4th.
What you like about Davalillo is that he's throwing multiple pitches for strikes, and he's keeping hitters off balance. He's not overpowering anybody, but he is able to command everything he throws, and he throws any pitch in any count. And you can see why he's been highly successful this season.
This one just a little bit inside against the left-hand hitting Nellie Taylor Jr., who grounded out at the second baseman. Theo Hardy denied his first time up, and now he takes that pitch for a called strike. Fastball for Davalillo up to 97. His second best pitcher, the splitter. This one settles in there off speed at 79. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He also has a slider and a curve as well. Man, he has pitched exceedingly well. 28 pitches, 19 strikes, coming into the 4th inning of this ball game, and he's ahead of the guy 1 ball, 2 strikes. You touched on that early in the ball game, pitching ahead in the count, and what a difference that makes. And swing and a miss. He went off speed again, kind of waving at that ball on the outer part of the plate, so his ability to move it up and down and either side of the plate been very effective doing both of those here tonight.
Well, and there's an example of pitching rather than throwing, because strikes 1 and 2 were both breaking balls on the outside corner. So he comes back on the 1-2 with the changeup that's also on the outside part of the plate, but it's moving this time away from Nellie Taylor. He had him set up with those 2 backdoor breaking balls and then got him to chase a ball that kept going away from him. That's excellent work by the right-hander.
Antonio Anderson at the plate now after the first pitch was low and inside, and the next one tries to catch the corner on the outside. 2 balls and no strikes now, and Antonio Anderson playing in his 8th game. He grounded out second base, but his first time up. Switch hitter as well. 125 left-handed, 333 right-handed, but just 2 of 6, and hits a high fly ball. Will it stay? And misplayed, foul ground over that way. Figueroa just got kind of mixed up there. We've seen that occasionally. It gets above the roof, and with the spin sometimes, you get a look at it again. He takes a look and thinks he has a beat on it, and then lo and behold, with that spin, it comes back. And
well, when else do we see it? We see it primarily with left-handed batters at the plate and the third baseman playing over at the shortstop position like he is, so he has to go full bore over there, and we have seen it multiple times. Drive third basemen have done it. They overrun the baseball.
They overrun it. You're exactly right. So another chance here for Anderson, and this one just off the plate outside.
Richie Arredondo flinched.
3 balls and 1 strike. So Anderson, he got the call up from Salem, where he had 346 in 22 games, a couple of home runs and 17 runs batted in. And he's another guy that's principally going to play third base. We've seen him over at first a little bit, and what you saw there was one that was off the mark. And how about that? A base runner for the Greenville Drive. They had a base hit by Andy Lugo back in the 3rd inning after Davalillo retired the first 8.
Tom, that's just his 6th walk of the season in now 30 innings.
So here's Miguel Blaze having to work from the stretch now. Blaze struck out his first time up. It's a big swing and a breaking ball, and comes up empty on that one. His numbers we gave: 1-0 ERA, 1.37, 26 in the 3rd innings, 5 runs, 4 earned, 38 strikeouts to 5 walks. Hadn't given up more than 1 run in any start this year. And he's principally been the Friday night starter for this team as well. His last outing, Greensboro, 3-1 loss, no decision, but how about 6 innings, 1 run, 6 Ks, no walks. And that throws back over again, trying to keep Anderson close. And he did pitch against the Drive back on the 25th of April. That was game 4, 6-2 win. He got the win, 5 innings, 1 run earned, 7 K, 2 walks, allowed 5 hits. Check swing there, a big bender, goes too far, out of the count, no balls and 2 strikes for Blaze at 229, 4 home runs, tied in that category. Has the lead in that category. Lugo has 3, and then 25 runs batted in. I mean, Earhart catching up. He's not in the lineup tonight. But Davalillo has been dazzling here tonight. And a gutty performance by Noah Dean to get the drive through the top of the fourth, which is the one run that came at the top of the first for the Spartanburgers. Pitch, line, hard, left side, and it is foul.
That is the first mistake that he has made. The breaking ball stayed up and in, but because it was off speed and it was so far up and in, Blaze couldn't keep it fair.
Okay, we lose it from our vantage point here, but you can tell. Emphatically call it, home plate umpire, foul ball, had a great look at it down the line, into that corner. He saw the 310 sign there. 30-foot wall out and left. In the dirt, backhanded by Brock. Throw that ball out and do it all over again. Blaze has those 4 home runs. He hit 2 of them back. The last time were 2 against Hub City in April. In the final game, a 6-1 win by the Drive. He hits one off the end of the bat and rolls right to the first baseman, and then kind of backtracking there is Diesla, and he will make the play unassisted for the final out here in the fourth. So we're through 4 complete. Got a good one going here at Fluor Field on this Friday night. Fireworks coming up after the ball game. Looking for some in this one. 1-0 Hub City.
In 2 competitions this year, earning recognition for embodying the first LEGO League's core values, which are discovery, innovation, impact, inclusion, teamwork, and fun. The team's endeavors included 2 key missions, the robot games and an innovation project. For their innovation project, the AJ Aces focused on researching and designing a lionfish trap aimed at humanely removing invasive species. Fans, give it up for the AJ Aces!
But he's fought his way through it, kept it a 1-0 game, and going to work on the number 9 hitter, Solbaran, and it's way outside ball 1. Solbaran grounded to short leading off the 3rd inning. His first official game at any level this season. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Right-handed batter, 19 years old. They like his potential. The 1-1, and he reaches and pokes it foul down the right side. They were telling us before the game that he is up here as kind of the emergency 3rd-string catcher. More, one of their leaders is on the injured list at the moment. And he's doing a lot of catching in the bullpen, but not game catching. There's strike 3 swinging on a breaking ball down, so Chad Comer takes him from time to time, gets the pitching machine and works with him on things like framing, blocking balls in the dirt, getting him the work that he's not getting otherwise. That is the 3rd strikeout for Noah Dean. And here is Keith Jones the second. He has struck out and walked in 2 times up. And he swings at the first pitch and he pops it foul out of here left side. The Burger King K-Man of the night. So whichever section he is batting for, they've already won the coupon for the free ice cream cone. Now they're trying to get the free cheeseburger to go with it. The 0-1. Good breaking ball on the inside corner for a strike. And Dean ahead 0-2. So that was pitch number 80. If he gets Jones here, he may get a chance to try to finish this 5th inning. The 0-2. And it's grounded fair just inside the third. Down the left field line, Blaze in to pick it up. And he'll toss it back to the infield, and Jones will hold for a single. He just stuck his bat out. And with Anderson playing well off the line at third, he had no shot to get what otherwise would have been pretty much a routine ground ball.
Yeah, good job. That part of the plate. Got it in play, and good and or bad things can happen, as we saw last night.
Yeah, I mean, not much in the exit velocity category, but he's a 1-out base runner. Here's Cueva, who's walked and scored and hit that ball off of Dean back to the mound that Dean recovered on the first base side and got the out. They came out to check on him. He hobbled around a bit. They let him throw 3 pitches. He pronounced himself okay to stay in. That was the 2nd out of the 3rd inning. 1 ball, no strikes. And the throw to first. So if they stay on the strict 85 pitch limit with Dean, barring a double play ground ball here, he probably won't get the chance to finish this inning. The 1-0. Fastball strike. He has rolled 1 twin killing so far tonight, the 2nd one that he's gotten this year. Could use another one right here to get out of this 5th inning. 1-0 Hub City. 1 on, 1 out. Pitch. And it's down and away. 2-1. A lot of room out in right center field for him. Rodriguez really shallow and way towards left out in center. The 2-1. And he hits it that way over Rodriguez's head. Now he's camping and catching. And there are 2 down. Thought off the bat it might have a little more carry to it, but just a few steps back. That was pitch number 85. Liam Carroll poised on the top step, but he has not put the scorecard in the back pocket. That's always the indication that he's going to come out. And they're going to let Noah Dean go ahead and pitch to Arturo Diesel here. Diesel 0 for 2. Bounce back to the mound and a fly ball to right. And he swings and misses at the first pitch.
Danny threw 79 last time out against Rome, against Hub City 60, and against Asheville 52. And then you remember the Winston-Salem game when 2/3 with the 34 pitches. So he's getting it up there.
No balls and a strike. And the pitch. Check swing on a changeup. It cost him a strike. 0-2.
The other part about that is you'd like to get a clean inning for your reliever coming out of the bullpen.
No balls and 2 strikes on Arturo Diesel. Keith Jones at first, 2 down. The 0-2. And it's popped up foul off of first. Lugo giving chase. Coming in as Taylor, but it's back in the seats just beyond the Mountain Dew dugout down the right field side. So he'll get 1 more, at least. Dylan Dreiling in the on-deck circle. The drive lefty comes set. Long pause, and again the 0-2 pitch to Diesel. And a breaking ball that's hit 100 miles foul down the left field side.
Those people that are waiting for their pizza at Tadaro Pizza down there on Markley Street. Wait a minute. Nice little stroll on a Friday night.
No kidding. He will try the 0-2 pitch again. Here it comes. And he missed down and in, 1-2. Trying to get Diesel, finish off this top of the 5th inning. Jones at first, 2 down for the Spartanburgers. The 1-2. And it's fouled back just to our right. So Diesel making him work.
That guy over there didn't even have to work, get that foul ball. He was eating something. All right, foul ball. Pick it up. You and I have been to a million games, never gotten one.
all the major league games I've been to,
yes.
I've had 2 foul balls hit my hands.
You didn't make the play?
No. And one time, embarrassing, I actually called it, and everybody backed off, and I dropped it.
That was back in the days before cell phones and everything.
Timeout called, granted to Diesel, just as Noah Dean was starting to lift that leg.
And sometimes you go ahead and finish that.
That's the judgment of the home plate umpire, and Richie Arredondo gave it to Diesel. Here comes Dean's 92nd pitch of the night. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 down. And a line drive into right center field for a base hit. That's going to be cut off by Nellie Taylor. Wills it back to the infield. The throw to second, and did they get him? No. Oh, my goodness. Came within an eyelash of getting Diesel at second base. But a double for the big fella. And that's going to be it for Noah Dean. They gave him a little extra rope, but the double on the 1-2 pitch will be his final pitch of the night. 92 of them for Dean. And we have an Atlanta Bread Company call to the bullpen. We'll be back to tell you about the new drive pitcher in just a moment. Now, Liam Carroll forced to make the Atlanta Bread Company call to the bullpen with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. And the new pitcher is right-hander Darvin Garcia.
Yeah, I get a good look at him there and some of his numbers. 6'3", 170. He's 25 out of the Dominican Republic. Minor League Rule 5 choice, December of 2024. Out of Pittsburgh. He spent some time with the Greensboro Grasshoppers. And Garcia comes in 0-2, a high ERA, a bit above 13. 9th appearance. He's got 1 of the 6 saves on the year for the drive. 12 of the 3rd innings. 18 runs all earned, 11 hits. He has struck out 13, but he's also walked 13, and he has given up a home run. Opposition hitting .229, and he pitched in Game 1 back on Tuesday back of Eduardo Rivera. 2 innings, 2 runs earned, a strikeout, 2 walks. Had a wild pitch, which a run scored. Through 39 pitches, 21 of those were strikes. Fastball, slider change.
Let's not get lost in the fray the play that Nellie Taylor made that almost turned into a dynamic out at second base. Now Garcia has got to get Dreiling here with runners at second and third and 2 down and keep this a 1-0 game, and he starts him off with a breaking ball in the outside corner for a strike. Dreiling has singled to drive in the game's only run. That was with 2 outs in the first. He was hit by a pitch leading off the fourth. The 0-1, breaking ball down. Taylor going deep into the gap, cut the ball off, and in doing so, kept Jones from scoring. He had to stop at third, and then the 360 and the off-balance throw that was on target at second base, and a bang-bang play, and Diesel got the safe signal from William Paschal, the field umpire. That ball is fouled off to the left out of play. It's quickly 1-2.
And Dan, I think the other part about that is we got a shot of that is I think Chad Comer was waving Jones home and then held up at the last moment. That throw went into second base, so he probably would have scored there.
Darvin Garcia ahead 1-2. Spartanburger runners at second and third, and a slow tapper first base side. Garcia gets underhanded shovel to Lugo, and the inning is over. So he comes on and he gets the job done, strands the runners in scoring position, and keeps this a 1-run game as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Halfway through this Friday night encounter, still 1-0 Hub City.
3 great ones for the priority 1. Security, steal the base. All right, we've got Mac right here representing the fellas. Make some noise for Mac. And for the ladies, we've got Ruby and Riley. All right, you know what to do. Down there as fast as you can. And back to me. First one with that base right here is safe at home. Fans, are you ready? On your mark, set, go! All right, they're off. Go, Ruby, go, Ruby, go! All right, come on now. Oh, no, Ruby.
Call Bracken Roofing and Gutter today for damage repair, gutter repair and installation, insurance inspections. They do it all. Get your free inspection today. That's Bracken Roofing and Gutter. You can find their Facebook page or just give Kyle and company a call at 864-704-5993. We're in the bottom half of inning number 5, 1-0. Spartanburgers leading the drive. David Davalillo has been, in a word, sensational. He has allowed 1 hit, has walked a batter, and struck out 4 through the first 4 innings, and has done it on a minimum of pitches. 49 to be exact. Brooks Brannon leading off here in the drive 5th. He'll be followed by Marvin Alcantara and Hudson White. First pitch down and away a ball. The 1-0 hit hard, but right at the third baseman Figueiredo, who was playing toward the line. His throw offline, but the sweep tag by Diesel got Brannon as he tried to elude the tag going further into foul territory, and there's 1 down.
Dan Davalillo, you get one more look at it there. We've seen him make a couple pretty good plays.
Got tagged him in the jaw.
Helmet high that time, but he's pitched as many as 6 against Greensboro last time out. 76 pitches the most as well. His last time out against Grasshoppers.
Here's Marvin Alcantara, and he takes a breaking ball inside ball 1. Alcantara grounded to short, leading off the drive 3rd inning. Here's a strike called, 1-1. But you give Noah Dean credit. He obviously did not have great command tonight, but he labored and pushed, got him through 4 2/3. Now, after that strike call that Alcantara didn't like, somebody in the drive dugout getting on the nerves of Richie Arredondo, and he walked a few steps in that direction, put a hand up and said, "I don't want to hear it." The 1-1 is a breaking ball for a strike, and it's 1-2. Liam Carroll, as always, coaching at third for the Drive. Tyler Snepp, his second season coaching at first. The 1-2 to Alcantara. Outside to change up. 2-2 the count. Tomorrow night, we are back here for Game 5 of the series. Peyton Tolley for the Drive. DJ McCarty for the Spartanburgers. 6:45 first pitch. 2-2 was swung on and missed. A changeup had him out in front. Fifth strikeout for the Spartanburger right-hander. 2 down. 6:30 pregame on MILB TV, Bally Live, and our free audio link. We'll be back on Palmetto Sports and Entertainment for a couple of broadcasts during the next homestand with Jersey Shore. Hudson White takes ball 1. The Wednesday and Thursday games, May 28th and 29th, will be televised. Fly ball back into right, but routine out there for Keith Jones. And another quick and easy inning for David Davila. Retires the Drive in order for the third time in 5 innings. We have played 5 complete here at Fluor Field. And so far, the Spartanburgers hanging on to a 1-0 lead over the Drive.
Hands-on after-school program where they learn about gardening, sustainability, and environmental stewardship through engaging activities and expert-led sessions. These students are joined by the A.J. Wittenberg Elementary PTA, who support not only the Echo Kids Garden Club, but the school as a whole. Let's give these students and parents a big round of applause. Thanks for coming out tonight.
Lake Bowen Baptist Church exists to deliver the gospel, disciple the Christian, and deploy the Christ follower. Find out more at lakebowenbaptist.com. Darvin Garcia got the final out of the 5th inning. He'll begin the 6th, facing Yason Morabel, Julian Brock, and Glader Figueroa. Final numbers on Noah Dean: 4 2/3, 3 hits, 1 run earned, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts, hit a batter. 92 pitches, 49 strikes. First pitch to Morabel is on the outside corner of strike. Now they need Garcia to take care of business here. He needs a good outing.
Yes, he does.
And the Drive needs a good outing from him. The 0-1 is hit foul between the bag and coaching box at first. And it was interesting the other night, in the inning that he gave up the 2 runs, he took a line drive back through the box off of his shoulder that was fielded by Arias out behind second base. They ended up getting an out. They were dangerously close to getting a triple play had he been able to get to the ball in the air. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it misses outside. And seemingly after that, for whatever reason, Garcia settled down, and he had an easy inning in his 2nd inning of work Tuesday night. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Morabel. And it's on a line into left center, but Rodriguez got a good jump on it, but then had to adjust the angle, made it a little more difficult, but he was able to reach up and make the catch. Look at the grin.
I'm telling you what, those guys can go get it. Taylor, Rodriguez, Blaze, you name it, they can catch it. Yeah, I thought at first, the angle was a little bit flat, and then all of a sudden he realized that, and with the athletic ability, able to go up and reach above his head to make a nice catch.
See, if I was any good at geometry, I could have maybe given you how much of an angle he had to go back there very quickly.
Well, I tell you, we're working on what goes up must come down, right? Gravity, Dan. It's the gravity of the situation right now.
Yes, 2 and 2 equals 4, you know, that kind of stuff. Strike one to Julian Brock, who's walked and struck out swinging in 2 times
if
up.
They wouldn't put the alphabet in there, Dan.
Yep. Algebra was the bane of my mathematical existence.
Is that where it ended?
Pretty
On
much.
a blustery night at West Virginia.
1 ball and 1 strike.
By the camp.
It's fastball at the knees, 1 and 2. Yeah, at one juncture, my parents accused me of not trying, and I said, you know what? You're right. I'm not getting it. I don't understand. The 1-2. Strike 3 called. 2 down.
Dan, you love it for Garcia. He pitched on April 26th against Hub City. 1 inning, 7 runs, 703 hits. Walked 3, hit 2, had a tough night, gave up a grand slam home run to Keith Jones.
And when you are a reliever and you only get an inning or 2 at a time, one outing like that can really distort the earned run average. There's a breaking ball strike to Glader Figueiredo. He has walked both times up, both, of course, against Noah Dean. The 0-1. And a slow roller towards charging Alcantara at second, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Darvin Garcia. 3 up, 3 down. He's retired all 4 he has faced. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still a 1-0 lead for Hub City over the Drive.
Here they come. Our 3 meat racers are lining up on the line. First out of the gate is Bacon. There Bacon is. I love to see it. I love to see it. Right after that, we've got Ham. Where's Ham? There's Ham. Oh, yeah. Last but not least, we've got Hot Dog. Let's do it. All right, place your bets right here, right now, fans. They're running all the way around the warning track to the finish line. First one here is our champion. Meats, are you ready? Fans, are you ready? On your mark, set, go! All right, Hot Dog takes an early lead, but only by a nose. The bun is on the run. Bacon is coming in the outside, but I don't know if they can take it from Hot Dog. Oh, no, it's close. It's close.
Bottom of the 6th here at Fluor Field. Dan Scott, Tom Van Hoy with you. We are so pleased to have you with us on all of our usual outlets, and again tonight for the 3rd time in this series on Palmetto Sports and Entertainment Network. 9-1-2 for the Drive against David Davalillo, Lugo, Arias, and Rodriguez. He has checked the Drive on exactly 1 hit and has walked 1. 2 base runners through 5. And Lugo had the hit. It was an infield single his first time up, and he takes a breaking ball for a strike. Tom, you can just tell that none of the Drive hitters are comfortable in the box. He is keeping them off balance. Here's a squibber off the side of the mound to the shortstop, and Cueva throws, and there's 1 down.
Well, throwing strikes, letting his defense help from behind, and we talked at the outset, if folks weren't with us, that he was the Texas Rangers organization starter of the month in April. 1-0 ERA, 1.10, and 4 starts, 16 2/3, and just been that good here tonight as well.
Franklin Arias, 0 for 2. 2 for 11 in the series, and that first pitch is outside of ball. The amazing Tyler and his balancing act doing something in the stands around the concourse somewhere. Ground ball to the right side, diving stop by Hardy, gets up and he throws out Arias. And quickly they are 2 down with shading up the middle. But Tom, the other thing, the Drive have not hit the ball hard. And again, it goes back to keeping hitters off balance. The hardest hit ball was that line drive by Miguel Blaze down the left field line that was foul on a hanging breaking ball.
Haven't had many opportunities, you're right in that regard, Dan. And
now Yofiri Rodriguez 0 for 2, and he fouls it out of here left side.
And good defense tonight. Struggled last night. Both teams did. There were 8 total errors in the game, and that play by Hardy, he's been a shortstop, 17 there. This is his first game at second base this year.
Pitch misses inside. 1-1. Nellie Taylor Jr. would be next if Rodriguez can extend this 6th inning. 1-1 pitch. And it's low and inside. Still waiting on the official attendance figure. I'm going to guess we're over 5,000 tonight. 2-1. Chopped up the middle, but that is where Cueva, the shortstop, was shading first base side of the bag. He throws him out. And another 1-2-3 inning for Davalillo, just throwing ground ball after ground ball after ground ball. We are through 6 complete, and the Drive still on the short end of a 1-0 score here at Fluor Field on this Friday night.
All right, tell us your name, sir.
Mike.
We got Mike over here on my left representing the fellas. And on my right, who do we have?
Cat.
We've got Kat representing the ladies. Okay, we are going to play a game called the Singing Bee. All right, our DJ upstairs has queued up some music from our opening season, 2006. When the music stops, you sing us the next line. Whoever does better takes home a Drive t-shirt. Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
He's ready. DJ, play song number 1. I remember this one. You got to get it right now. Come on.
California duck, rest in peace.
Yeah, he got it. He got it. He got it. Very good. There was a little stutter there, dog. Little stutter there. All right, he got nervous. Let's see it.
Six inning totals. Hub City a run, 3 hits, no errors. They have stranded 6, and for the Drive, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and have left a grand total of 2. On to the 7th inning we go. Darvin Garcia will face 8, 9, and 1 in the Spartanburger lineup, and here to call the 7th, Tom Van Hoyt.
That would be Theo Hardy, Juan Subaran, and then back up top for Keith Jones II and Garcia. To keep it right where it is in a 1-0 ball game. The lone run came in the first inning. A walk to Cueva, an RBI single by Dreiling. That's been it so far. And Darvin Garcia delivers the first pitch, shows bunt, puts it down, and coming bare hand throw. And did he get him? He did. Man, that is a fantastic play by Antonio Anderson. That ball was placed perfectly, and he's got to make that play with a bare hand, and he's able to throw him out at first base. Nice play.
He was playing in a bit, and as soon as he saw him square around, he came charge again. But you're right, it was bare hand or nothing, and he got him in a bang-bang play.
So the first one retired here in the top half of the 7th inning. Subaran at the plate. He's the designated hitter tonight, struck out. And he struck out swinging, and he comes up empty on a first pitch breaking ball. For Garcia, fastball 95-97, slider at 85-87, and he has a change as well. Right-hander delivers the pitch. It's hit on the ground. Anderson waits for it this time, and now he fires across, and quickly 2 up and 2 down. right, so let me get this straight. It's a 1-0 ball game, right? What do we got? 1 run, 4 hits total. What did we have last night?
23 runs.
20 hits, 21 strikeouts, 15 walks.
8 errors.
8 errors, 3 balks. 9 of 37 with runners in scoring position and 23 left on base.
2 turtle doves.
That's why you've got to love this game. You never know. So 2 down now, and Keith Jones is second at the top of the order. Smashes one right back up the middle, and unlike the one that hit Dean earlier in the game, this one went right by Garcia on his follow-through, and a 2-out base hit by Jones. One more look at it there.
Yeah, he had retired the first 6 that he had faced before that first pitch single.
So for Jones, after he struck out swinging on a 3-2 pitch, 96 up, he walked and a base hit to left field and a base hit to right field. So he's having a good series so far. And with 2 down, he's on at first. He's a threat to go and fouled straight down. And he'll go back and do it all over again. Hub City came in this 3-game set hitting 164 as a team, despite what they were able to put on the board last night. Because remember, just 2 hits through the first 2 and then got 6 hits, all of them singles in that 7-run 9th inning. So it's been a struggle offensively. Drive won the first 3. Garcia's pitch is outside. 1-1. Cueva walked. He came around to score on that base hit we mentioned by Dreiling. He hit one back to the mound and able to make that play, Dean, and then the fly out to center field. In his 3 at-bats tonight, big swing, a fastball up, 98 miles an hour. He's ahead of the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up in his eyes, too.
Yeah, we talked about that. Even if you're going to hit that one, you've got to get on top of it, and that is extremely difficult to do, and it's also extremely difficult to lay off of that, be it left-handed or right-handed. Once you're committed, and then he comes back and boring in, and he's over the top. Beautifully executed that time by Darvin Garcia. Those last 2 pitches gave you an indication of what he can do, and he did it successfully there. So very quickly here, after the 1-out base or the 2-out base hit, able to get the strikeout. We get to the bottom of the 7th. Don't hurt yourself stretching. 1-0. Drive down. Come on.
All game, take me out to the crowd. Let me hear it. I don't care if I never get back, for it's root, root, root for the drive. If they don't win, it's a shame. Count them out, ladies. 1, 2, 3, you're out at the old ball game. Give these kids a round of applause and a pat on the back for you. Well done. Okay. Everybody clap your hands.
There's no need to feel down. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. I said, young man,
'Cause you're in a new town. There's no need to be unhappy. There's a
it's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay.
David Avalio back on. We don't see this very often. Pitcher goes into the 7th inning, but how about 66 pitches? That's it. 42 of them strikes. He has been about as good as we've seen anybody pitch here this year, the number 29 prospect of the Texas Rangers organization. And I mean, his career 10-3 with an ERA of 2.13. I mean, that's phenomenal at a lower level to a certain extent, but still 40 games, 31 starts, and he has continued that this year. Let's see what the Drive can do here in the bottom half of the 7th inning, trailing 1-0 as they send up 3, 4, and 5, beginning with Nelly Taylor Jr. Ground out and a strikeout. So far, swing and a miss on the first pitch. Starts him with the breaking ball. Taylor's reached base 14 straight times. In May, came in 12 games, 311, but he's been good on base slugging, OPS as well. He's been a solid player, and that doesn't even begin to talk about what he's been able to accomplish in the outfield as well. Now the breaking ball settles in there. Head of the count, no balls and 2 strikes. That's been a consistent theme for Davalillo here tonight. He's ahead of the count as Taylor calls timeout. Taylor, Anderson, Blaze. We get late into this one. The Drive have won the first 3, 4-3, 9-6, 12-11, and 11 last night. Backs him off the plate with that pitch after Hub City had won 4-6 earlier this year in Spartanburg. Both teams are 17-19 on the year. Begin play tied for third, 3 back of Bowling Green and Rome. And they went too far on that one. That was a big breaking ball that came inside, and he just couldn't hold up and strikes out on that 86-mile-an-hour pitch and becomes a 6th strikeout of the night for Davalillo. And now here's Antonio Anderson with a ground out and a walk.
I mean, you're seeing, like I said, a lot of funky swings and virtually no hard contact against this guy. It's been a masterclass in pitching.
Switch hitter hitting left-handed. He does the exact same thing that he did with the left hand hitting Nelly Taylor. Begins him with a breaking ball, and it settles in there outer part of the plate at the knee for a called strike. Ahead of the count 0-1. That's just inside. That one started middle of the plate, dipped down. That was a really good pitch and a good take by Anderson. Playing just his 8th game, and you're getting used to Antonio. He's 19 years of age. Another young guy, had great success at Salem. Little dribbler. Davalillo has it, fumbles, fires. Did he still get him? He did not. And he's upset with himself. Threw about a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, belt high over there to Diesel, but Anderson hitting left-handed beat it out.
Should be an error because if he fields it cleanly, they're going to get the out. But that little bobble right there was just enough, and he still almost got it.
Man, that was close. Great camera work there. And you know, we've seen Diesel over there. He's a big guy, 6'2", 240, but he's been relatively nimble. Made some plays over there, and we're going to have a conversation at the mound now. Man, how about this, Dan? Rare base runner.
Yeah, just the 3rd base runner of the night for the Drive. Give me just a moment to remind folks that if you're looking for a taste of Cincinnati, and you know you are, I'm talking Montgomery and ribs and sauce, Skyline chili, Grater's ice cream, so much more. You can get it sent directly to your front door by going to CincyFavorites.com, CINCY favorites.com.
Yeah, the Drive had a walk in the 4th, the aforementioned Anderson, and then an infield single by Andy Lugo in the 3rd, and that's about it. I mean, when you look back on it, almost every one of them is a ground ball. There was a fly ball by Arias in the 1st, fly ball in the 5th inning as well, and most of them have been utilizing his defense on the infield behind him. Now, with one swing, Miguel Blaze can change things right here. Strikeout and a ground out to the first baseman in his 2 at-bats. Swings on the first pitch, and again, just exactly like straight back over us. Started off with a breaking ball and got it off the end of the bat and off to our right and over the roof. And again, ahead of the count as we play in the 7th inning here. What's been a great ball game here tonight. Uses a breaking ball there, and it's low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. So last night, the Drive had a 9-2 lead going to the 9th inning, got the first out, and then Hub City puts 7 on the board to get it at extra innings in a 12-11 win in 11 innings in a 1-0 ball game less than 24 hours later. Swing and a miss. Had another curveball there and way over the top and ahead of the guy, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Plenty of room on that right side. Diesel holding on. Antonio Anderson and the second baseman Hardy is just a stride or 2. First base side. This one came inside, and not much you can do with that one but foul it off. That's exactly what he did. Working that off-speed pitch, and he can run it up there 94, 95 miles an hour as well. He picked up his 6th strikeout of Nelly Taylor. A off-speed pitch to begin this bottom half of the 7th inning. And the pitch. Another breaking ball off the end of the bat. Good job. Spoiled a good pitch there up above the Drive dugout into the netting. Tomorrow night, Sunday afternoon. Throw back over. Anderson diving back safely. Highly successful at Salem before being called up in his 8th game. 1-2 pitch again. And they got him over the top with a breaking ball and struck him out. That's out number 2.
So they've been breaking ball, breaking ball, breaking ball. And then he throws him something straight, but it's not a fastball.
Yeah, he's put on a pitching performance here tonight.
It's the other guys, but it's really been fun to watch because
yeah.
this is pitching. This is not throwing.
Here's Brooks Brannon, and he hits one hard. Cueva at short has it. He'll go the short way to second, and the force out there, and that'll do it. We are that quickly through 7 innings. The only run of the ball game came in the first. Hub City with a 1-0 lead. Dan Scott back to take you the rest of the way. A great one here at Fluor Field.
Oliver! That's right. So how this contest works is I have a bat. Oliver has tennis balls. He's going to be throwing tennis balls at a bat that I'm balancing. If he can knock it off my face, he is going to win a prize. Okay, on your mark. Get set. Wait. Safety first, kids. Oliver, are you ready? Let's do this. On your mark. Get set. Go! Come on, guys. Cheer for Oliver right now. He needs your help. Come on, Oliver. You can do it, buddy. Oh, he just missed. Come on, Oliver. We're all rooting for you. Come on, Oliver. You can do it. He is so close. Oh, he is just missing it. Come on. Oh, he did it! Everybody give it up for the amazing Oliver!
Good one here at Fluor Field. Hub City scored a run in the first inning, and that has been the extent of the scoring tonight. 1-0 Spartanburgers over the Drive. Drive have won the first 3 games of the series, as Tom pointed out, 4-3, 9-6, and 12-11 last night in 11 innings. Arturo Diesela will lead it off against Darvin Garcia. And he swings and misses at a breaking ball. 1 for 3. He doubled with 2 outs in the 5th inning, and that was the last batter that Noah Dean faced. That put runners at 2nd and 3rd, and that's when Garcia came in and got the on-deck hitter Dylan Dreiling to strand the runners and keep it a 1-0 game. And since then, he has retired, counting Dreiling, 7 of the 8 batters that he's faced. Gave up a 2-out hit last inning to Jones, but then struck out Cueva to end the 7th. 1-1 pitch. Up the middle and into center field, a base hit. That's the 5th hit for the Spartanburgers. And here comes Dylan Dreiling, who has driven in the game's only run with a 2-out single in the first. Since then, he's been hit by a pitch, and Garcia came on to get him to dribble one up the first base side that the pitcher got to and underhanded to first for the final out of that 5th inning. First pitch, down and in a ball. Drive have turned 1 double play tonight. It came in the 2nd inning off the bat of Theo Hardy. And there's another base hit into center field, and the first 2 have reached. So the Spartanburgers trying to stir something up here in the top of the 8th inning. Back-to-back hits by Diesla and Dreiling to open it up with that scant 1-0 lead. And here's Jason Morabel, who grounded out routinely to first his first time up. Then he was robbed of a hit by Miguel Blaze on a diving play in left field in the 4th, and then hit the ball hard into left center that Yofiri Rodriguez ran down his last time up. Takes a strike. Garcia with his feet to the fire again here in the top of the 8th inning of a 1-0 game outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. They don't think he's going to pull the ball into the gap. Even with Nelly Taylor Jr. well over into the gap in right center field. You look where Yofiri Rodriguez is playing. I don't think he's going to pull it down the line either. I mean, if he hit it on a line toward the triangle right now, he'd clear the bases and he could tap dance his way to third base if he wanted to. 1-2 pitch to him. Down and in, 2-2. Skip rope, crawl, whatever you want to, mental image you want to use. Just a ton of room out there. Here comes the 2-2 pitch again. And it's in the air to left center. Rodriguez going back, Blaze going back, and it's off the base of the wall. And because Diesla didn't get a good read on it, he has to hold up at third, and that is a long single to load the bases.
Yeah, it went over the head of the left fielder, Blaze, and hit on the warning track. And I don't know whether he just didn't get a good read on that. You can look at him at second base there, and going to hold him at third.
I'll get Bob Kipper, the drive pitching coach, out to the mound. So a break, whether it ends up being a huge break remains to be seen. But for the moment, as you see Adam Smith beginning to warm up in the drive bullpen, it remains a 1-0 game, but they have the bases loaded and nobody out. They have 8 hits as a team with the bases loaded. 3 of them have been grand slam home runs.
And they're 2 for 6 with runners scoring position, and they've left 7. We talked about the drive. They haven't had many opportunities at all. Left on base 3 and no runners in scoring position. So it's been that kind of night. Man, I'm in a 1-0 ball game, and you get the feel for each and every game. It's different, but boy, if you could get a couple of runs here.
Yeah. Infield will come in, bases loaded, nobody out. Julian Brock at the plate, Garcia working from the stretch. Brock 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts and a walk. And the first pitch in the dirt, and a good stop by Hudson White. Strikeout, pop up. Ball hit at somebody on the infield. Breaking ball inside, 2-0. Diesel single to center to begin the inning. Dreiling single to center behind him, and then Morabel ends up with a long single off the base of the wall in left center to the right of the Green Monster. They're loaded with nobody out, and a 2-0 count to Julian Brock. And it's 3-0 as he missed badly upstairs, and he's got no place to put the 148 batting catcher, who is 0 for 10 in the series. 3 balls and no strikes. Garcia sets and delivers. And ball 4 low. Came with a breaking ball and missed, and that forces in a run. It's 2-0 as Diesla comes in from third base. And here comes Liam Carroll, and that's going to be all for Darvin Garcia. Really a shame that this innings turned out this way because he had a good performance going and one that he needed for sure. But it's an Atlanta-bred company call to the bullpen. Adam Smith will come on, and we'll tell you about him in just a moment. Adam Smith answers the Atlanta Bread Company call to the bullpen for the drive.
He is 6'2", 180 pounds, and I was going to look in here. May 9th, how about that? Just turned 25 years of age out of Westchester, Pennsylvania. 14th round pick in the draft of 2021. By San Diego out of UNC Wilmington. Spent 3 years there. And Adam will come in 0-1 with an ERA of 7.23. 9th appearance, all in relief. He's got a couple of the saves, just 6 on the year for the drive. He's pitched 18 2/3, 15 runs all earned, allowed 22 hits. He has struck out 22 as well, walked 10, has allowed 3 home runs, opposition hitting .289. He pitched back on Tuesday, back of Garcia then. He got the save in that win, 4-3 with a drive. 2 innings, 1 run, earned 2 hits. He struck out 2 on Tuesday, allowed a home run. That was the pinch hitter Cueva who hit that one, and that broke up the no-hitter. 24 pitches, and there were 19 strikes on that day.
All right, so bases remain loaded. Still nobody out, a run in. It's 2-0. Infield stays in, and here's Glader Figueroa, who's walked twice and grounded to second. First pitch, and he's hacking, and he fouls it back. Coming out of his helmet almost.
He did.
No balls in the strike. Smith with the pause at the belt and the pitch, and it's pulled foul outside of first. Ricochets off the inner wall out to Nellie Taylor, who tosses it to a fan who dropped it. 0-2. Somehow Adam Smith has got to do some serious damage control here. Pitching. And he almost hit him. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out how that ball didn't hit him.
Yeah, same here.
Down and in. I have to see that again. Was that ball behind him? Look at this.
Wow.
It was.
What a stop by White. I mean, he's
almost blind.
Screened there, yeah.
The 1-2. And a line drive into center. Here comes Rodriguez. Has to pull up and play it on a hop.
Yeah, force.
Throw to the plate. And, yeah, you're right. They almost had a chance for a force. If White had been there with his foot on the plate, the ball was a little bit up the first base side of the line. Can you imagine that after having a 4-9-6 force out earlier in the series? We almost had an 8-2 force out.
Yeah, watch this. Pretty close.
Yep. So a base hit for Figueroa. His 14th run batted in makes it 3-0. Moorbell now at third. Casey Cook is going to pinch hit for Theo Hardy. We have seen him start the other games in this series. He's 1 for 13 in the series with 4 strikeouts. So still nobody out. 2 runs in. Bases remain loaded. Infield is in. And Cook, the pinch hitter, hitting 165. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Smith with the 0-1. And strike 2 called. Breaking ball on the outside corner, 0-2. Cook asked for time. Smith nods the okay. The 1-2. Foul back to the left. Infield remains in with nobody out. The 1-2 pitch. Line down the left field line, or the 0-2 pitch rather, and it's foul off the screen. Four hits and a walk have produced 2 runs, and the bases are loaded with nobody out for the Spartanburgers. And again, the 0-2 to the pinch hitter Cook. Strike 3 swing and took something off the breaking ball and had him out in front, 1 down. You figure the middle of the infield will back up now, and they will. Try to set up a double play, perhaps. Juan Sulbaran, 0 for 3 in his season debut. He's hit 2 ground balls on the infield. Take another one right here at somebody. And it's tapped back toward the mound. Smith comes to the plate for 1, and that's all they're going to get. He kind of lollipopped the throw to Hudson White, but you want to make sure you at least get the out. 1-2. On the out of Morabel at the plate. Brock now at third. Figueroa at second. Sulbaran at first on the fielder's choice. And here's Keith Jones, who's 2 for 3 with a walk. So you're not out of the woods yet. Left-handed batter. And he dribbles one right side. Here comes Alcantara. Gets, flips to first. And the inning is over. And I tell you what, under the circumstances, Adam Smith did one bang-up job. He gave up a hit that allowed 1 run to score, but limited the damage there. They get 2 in the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. It is a 3-0 Hub City lead over the Drive.
I can't begin to knowing. Come on now. But then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring?
Wasn't the spring?
Then spring became the summer.
And spring became the summer.
Who'd have believed you'd come along? I love it, everybody. Put your hands out. Hands. There we go. Come on now. Touching hand. There we go. Reaching out, touching me, touching you. Everybody now.
Sweet Caroline.
Good times never seem so good. So good, so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Verse number 2, hands up, back and forth. Look at the night, and it don't seem, so lonely. We fill it up with only
3-0 as we move to the bottom of the 8th inning. An Atlanta Bread Company call to the bullpen for Hub City. Right-hander Adonis Villavicencio.
6'2", 200, 24 years of age, out of Venezuela. Signed January of 2022 at the age of 21 on international free agent contract. He's 1-0 ERA, 4.85, 10th appearance, all in relief, 13 innings, 7 runs earned, 16 hits, 10 strikeouts to 8 walks. Has allowed a home run of the opposition, hitting .320.
You'll get the bottom third of the order, Alcantara, White, and Lugo, and Marvin Alcantara takes the first pitch for a strike. David Davalillo, 7 innings, 1 hit, no runs, walked 1, struck out 7. 80 pitches, 53 strikes. Alcantara fouls a breaking ball away, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, and he struck him out swinging. And there's one down. So Adonis Villavicencio retires Alcantara. Here's Hudson White 0 for 2. Drives only hit an infield single in the 3rd inning with 2 outs by the on-deck hitter Andy Lugo. And that's it. Villavicencio misses down and away a ball. And he tops at third base side. Going to be a tough play for the third baseman, and he just can't get it there in time. Figueroa came in with the bare hand. Throw was accurate, but White able to beat it out.
Yeah, you get one more look at it there. That's the only play he can make. But
here's Lugo, 1 for 2, and he leans away from a breaking ball up and in. Let's see if maybe something as simple as that can get something going. Lugo swings and misses, 1-1. Franklin Arias, the on-deck hitter, leadoff man. Right-hander with a high hold and the pitch. Hit down the third base line. Figueroa backhands, deep throw on a hop, and he got him. Nice play by the third baseman. White advances to second. 2 down.
like the play that Reamer made last night. That's a really good play. Get one more look at it. It's a close play at first.
All right, Tom, the attendance figure is finally in.
Yeah, great look there. Got it on a hop.
I see if Arias can burst the bubble and get this run in with 2 outs. And he swings and he hits one back into center field, but Dreiling has it tracked. Crowd overreacting, and the inning is over. So the infield hit, and that's all. We go to the 9th. It is a 3-0 Hub City lead in Game 4 of this series here at Fluor Field. Back in a moment.
That amazing diving catch by left fielder Miguel Blaise, with congratulations from center fielder Yoferi Rodriguez, is your Vermeer Dig Deep Defensive Play of the Game. Now let's check out some scores from around the South Atlantic League. Asheville and Bowling Green postponed because of rain in Kentucky. In the top of the 7th, Aberdeen leading Hudson Valley 4-1. In the bottom of the 8th inning, it's a final now. Has gone final. Greensboro 4, the Rome Emperors 1. At the end of 2, Wilmington 0 and Jersey Shore 0. And the bottom of the 8th, Brooklyn lead.
Do you want good pizza? We know you do.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Exactly.
What kind of question is that?
Todaro Pizza just down the street here from Floor Field on Markley. Lunchtime or anytime. Dollar slice night on Wednesdays 6 to 10. Monday night's cheap pizza night 5 to 10. The lunchtime buffet. Great stop before or after the drive game. Todaro Pizza. All right, Adam Smith here in the ninth. He'll face 2, 3, and 4. Cueva, Diesla, and Dreiling. Came on to do a really good job to limit the damage. First pitch, a hard one hopper to the second baseman, Alcantara. Cuevas retired, one down.
All right, Dan, what, 4,700 last night? There's more than that here tonight.
46.91.
All right, 5,272.
Not bad. I missed it by 100 and some. 5,113.
Oh, 113. I thought it might be more than that. Okay, that's good. Good crowd. 5,000 plus. Wow.
Here's Diesla, who led off the last inning with a base hit and scored the first of the 2 runs. Takes that pitch outside. In the drive ninth, they'll have 2, 3, and 4. Rodriguez, Taylor, and Anderson. And if anybody gets on, Miguel Blaze. Oh, the first pitch was a strike. Excuse me. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. 0-2. Kudzu Staffing South Atlantic League scoreboard. Middle of the third, Wilmington and Jersey Shore scoreless. Heading to the ninth, Brooklyn at home, leading Winston-Salem 6-0. Aberdeen a 4-1 lead at Hudson Valley in the bottom of the 7th inning. Rome lost again. Greensboro beat them 4-1. So one of these two teams will move within 2 games of Rome. 2.5 of Bowling Green, who was tied with Rome. They got washed out in Western Kentucky with Asheville. They'll play a doubleheader tomorrow. That is your Kudzu Staffing South Atlantic League scoreboard. Strike 3 swinging, and there are 2 outs. Second strikeout for Smith. KudzuStaffing.com will get you information on employees, employee training, and much more. KudzuStaffing.com. Now Dylan Dreiling with 2 down. He is 2 for 3. He's been hit by a pitch. Smith trying to set him down in order here in the top of the ninth and see if the drive can have a fantastic finish. This season, when trailing after 6 innings, the drive are 1-17. When trailing after 8 innings, they are 0-16. The 0-1 pitch is down and in. So no better time than your first 9th inning come from behind win than tonight. Adam Smith's got to get the final out of the top of the 9th. 1-1 on Dreiling. And he misses badly down and in with a breaking ball. 2-1. Should Dreiling reach, Yason Morabel would be next. The 2-1. Outside corner with a breaking ball, 2-2. Starting pitchers are the pitchers of record. Davalillo in line for a second win, and Noah Deem's first decision of the year would be a losing one. Fly ball to center. Rodriguez tracking back, still going, reaches up, and he makes the catch. He can, as they say, pick him up and lay him down. He ran that one down, and the inning is over. Let's see if the drive have a comeback in him. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning, needing 3 to tie and 4 to win at Floor Field.
Let's go, 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 let's go. Let's go, let's go,
Well, one more shot added for the Drive, down 3-0 as we hit the bottom of the 9th inning. Adonis Villavicencio. Tell you what, he almost got hit in the head by the throw down by his catcher, Brock. If baseball doesn't work out, just on name alone, Adonis Villavicencio should have a future in professional wrestling.
There you go.
For the Drive, Yofiri Rodriguez, Nelly Taylor, Antonio Anderson. Down 3-0. Rodriguez 0 for 3. The Drive have been checked on exactly 2 hits. What are we waiting on?
The clock.
Both hits of the infield variety. And only 2 other base runners all game. First pitch to Rodriguez outside. A walk to Anderson in the 4th, and then Anderson reached on an error with 1 out in the 7th. And that's been it. The 1-0. In there for a strike. The right-hander comes set, the 1-1. Missed with the breaking ball outside. I know it's not what they teach, having sold out completely to analytics, but I look at that wide open third base side. You need base runners. Drop one down, but now with 2 strikes. Not that it was an option, but definitely not now. 2-2. Looking for base runners, down 3-0 in the bottom of the 9th, and he dribbles one third base side. That's a swinging bunt, and that's going to be a base hit. Well, he didn't do it intentionally, but in effect did what I was talking about. All 3 hits tonight have been infield singles, and that's a good start to the 9th inning. Tell you what, he almost got him. All right, here's Nelly Taylor. A ground out to second and a pair of swinging strikeouts. Villavicencio delivers, and the off-speed pitch in for a strike. Most of the crowd of 5,113 still here. Of course, fireworks Friday nights. That's not unusual. Looking for some early fireworks, and that ball is hammered back into left center field. That baby is off the wall and bounding back towards center. Here comes Rodriguez to score. Taylor on his way to third. The throw gets through. Taylor gets up, and he is going to stay put. An RBI triple for Nelly Taylor. The Drive on the board, and the tying run will come to the plate.
Watch this again, man. He got all of that, and Dreiling out in center field on the run smashes into the wall, and the left fielder has to go a long, long way. That's Morabel. Thought about staying there, but I tell you what, if he catches the ball, it's going to be close at third base.
Yeah, he belly flopped on the base. Liam Carroll hit the deck. The ball got through, and Taylor thought about going, but wisely, I think, held up. That is his 2nd triple of the season. His 13th run batted in. And now the tying run comes to the plate in the person of Antonio Anderson, with Thomas St. Clair, the pitching coach, out talking to his entire infield, his pitcher and his catcher.
Well, we've seen this throughout the course of this year, the resilient effort by the Greenville Drive when they're down late in the game. We saw Hub City give themselves an opportunity last night. Let's see what the Drive can do here down the stretch.
Well, all series long, the Drive have had to hold off furious Spartanburger charges in the late innings. And I find this very interesting. Again, maybe only doing it for development, but they're bringing the infield in with nobody out and a runner at third, and Anderson swings through the first pitch.
Yeah.
It is a 3-1 game. It's a 2-run game. And now they're going to back up. What were they doing? That's the question I had. Anderson takes it outside a ball. They would gladly exchange a run here for a ground ball out. Leading by 2. Strike 2 called, a breaking ball in the outside corner. Miguel Blaise on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Taylor at third, nobody out. The pitch. And a ground ball slowly hit left side. Here comes Cueva, the running throw. Not in time. Run scores. It's 3-2. He had to come a long way to get it. And Anderson, hustling all the way, beat it out. And now the winning run is at the plate in Miguel Blaise. Cueva did everything he could, Tom.
Yeah, another good situation there. Get outer part of the plate, get bat on ball, make sure you get that run. Left-hand hitter, good speed, beat it out.
Chad Comer coming out. And I think we're going to have a pitching change. We have to. This is the second one of the inning. So Villavicencio will be pulled here.
Eric Loomis.
And Eric Loomis will get the call. The Atlanta Bread Company call to the bullpen. So the wheels, they are turning here in the 9th. We'll be back to see how it plays out in just a moment. Well, the Drive refusing to go quietly into the Greenville Knights have scored twice here in the bottom of the 9th inning to make it a 1-run game. The tying run at first, the winning run at the plate, nobody out, and the Atlanta Bread Company call to the bullpen for Hub City brings on right-hander Eric Loomis.
He's 6 feet, 195, 23 out of St. Louis, Christian Brothers High School, same high school as Nazan Zanatello. 16th round pick of the draft of 2024 out of Missouri State in Springfield, 4 years there. No record yet. Sparkling ERA at 1.42, 4th appearance, just 6 in the 3rd innings, 1 run earned, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts, 4 walks, hit 2, no wild ones yet, opposition just 158. He pitched on Tuesday, finished it up, 2 innings good, no runs, no hits, 3 K, 2 walks, 42 pitches, 22 of those were strikes.
All right, here we go. Miguel Blaise can end this bad boy with 1 swing of the bat. Loomis with the first pitch, and it's a breaking ball outside, ball 1. Blaise has struck out swinging, grounded to first, and struck out swinging again, so he is due. Anderson, the tying run at first base, nobody out. The 1-0, waves at a breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Brooks Brannon on deck. Just a massive gap on the right side of the infield with Diesel holding on the runner and the second baseman Cook shading up the middle. The 1-1 pitch. And a wild one. It gets through, and Anderson will advance to second base. He is in scoring position now with nobody out.
Got away from him. I mean, not much Brock could do, man. He was trying to keep it, but scooted by.
Well, if nothing else, All three of the games that we've had in this series on Palmetto Sports and Entertainment Network have featured late inning drama. The 2-1 and a ground ball to short. Where are you going, Anderson? He gets back and the throw is high, but he got him. Diesel stayed on the bag. Well, Antonio Anderson threw everybody in the park into a panic when it looked like he was going to run. Diesel able to get up and get back down just ahead of Miguel Blaze.
Man, oh man, that was close.
All right, here's Brooks Brannon 0 for 3. Base hit would tie it up. First pitch. Breaking ball way outside, ball 1. Brannon has prodigious power, working on making consistent contact. The 1-0 pitch to him. Fastball for a strike, 1-1. A crowd into it with every pitch right now here in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Drive have scored twice, trailing 3-2, tying run at second, 1 down. The 1-1 from Loomis, and it's outside, another breaking ball, 2-1. They are playing Brannon as an opposite field hitter in the outfield. And, of course, the second baseman, Cook, shading near the bag for the right-handed hitter. Figueroa guarding the line at third. Swing and a miss at a changeup. And Brannon behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Marvin Alcantara is in the on-deck circle.
I mean, Morabel is in left center field.
Yep. Got to buckle down and make some contact here, young man. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the break-even pitch, and he struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down. And after the first 3 reach, producing 2 runs and getting the go-ahead or the tying run to scoring position with nobody out, Antonio Anderson still a second with 2 down for Marvin Alcantara, who's 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. Down to their final out. First pitch. Ground ball up the middle, backhanded by Cook on the other side of second. He dropped the ball. Everybody is safe. Anderson now at third. And Hudson White will come to the plate. That's an error on Casey Cook. I don't think he's going to throw Alcantara out anyway. Maybe, but we'll never know. And here comes Thomas St. Clair, the pitching coach, out again.
Yeah, he had to go a long way. Again, it's the second baseman with a right-handed hitter at the plate, and we see it all the time. Deep, almost the foot on the grass. You can't do it like you do in college, but he's way out there. But he took it on the third base side. He was trying to get in front of it rather than backhand it, and he just couldn't come up with it.
So quick meeting, and now Hudson White, ground ball to third, fly ball to right, and an infield single. So he has put it in play all 3 times. Tying run at third, winning run at first with 2 down. And here we go. Loomis from the stretch, and his first pitch to White. Fastball for a strike. With that massive hole in the right side, White has been known to hit the ball the other way. The right-hander with the paws at the letters, and the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, and the drive down to their final strike. White not calling time, stepping back into the box. Loomis gets to sign. And the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball down and away. 1-2 the count. Andy Lugo on deck. Hoping to get a shot here. Tying run at third, winning run at first, 2 down. Hudson White in a 1-2 hole. Loomis with the pause and the pitch. And he got a piece of a breaking ball to stay alive. And I tell you what, Loomis got away with that one. That one hung on the inner part of the plate. But all White could do was foul it back. Again, the 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball away. 2-2. White tugs at the bill of his batting helmet, examines his bat, taps the head of the bat on the plate. Loomis, ball in his right hand, glove tucked on his left thigh, gets the sign and straightens up. The 2-2 pitch on the way. And strike 3 called on the outside corner, and that's the ball game. White didn't like it, but that pitch is too close to take with 2 strikes in that situation. And Loomis comes on and saves the night for the Spartanburgers as they hold on for a 3-2 win over the Drive to get their first win of the series. Fastball that had a little comeback action to it and just too close to take in that situation. So for those of you watching on the Palmetto Sports and Entertainment Network, thank you again for joining us. The Drive fall 3-2. Their record now 17-20, and Hub City improves to 18-19. We will say goodbye to you, and for everyone else, we'll be back to run you through the numbers and wrap it up in just a moment. On the Dan Scott Show, we tell stories of God doing amazing work in people's lives. The redemptive grace of Jesus Christ is alive and well, and the stories we share every week spotlight examples of dramatically changed lives. The Dan Scott Show airs every Saturday and Sunday on stations around the country and the world, and locally, the sports and faith version presented by Ingles airs Sunday mornings across the entire Greenville, Spartanburg, Asheville market. To find out more about the Dan Scott Show and Grand Slam Ministries, visit danscottshow.org today. That's danscottshow.org. Well, the Drive, as they are apt to do, made it interesting here tonight, but end up on the short end of a 3-2 score, rallying in the 9th inning, but coming up just short.
Yeah, I had a chance there late. I mean, it all goes back to the way that David Davaleo started, and what he was able to accomplish today was remarkable to give his team the opportunity. Drive resilient as we have known over the years. Davaleo, this year anyway, 7 innings, no runs, 1 hit, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk. I think I had it here with 12 ground balls and 2 fly balls. That's it for him, and he provided that opportunity. And then the Drive got back into it a little bit, and it was Garcia coming in. Noah Dean has struggled a little bit there. Garcia came in for the most part, did a good job, but Adam Smith kind of cleaned it up there, and he gave the Drive an opportunity there, and trying to rally there with the 3 base hits in a row to begin things. In the 9th inning, that came after the Drive had just 1-2 hits prior to that. Both of those were of the infield variety. So a night after these two teams scored 23, they score 5 here tonight. Drive had 14 hits last night and unable to generate much here tonight. So Spartanburgers break a 7-game losing streak, and another tight, tough, tense one between these two. Different type games in the last 2 nights, both been 1-run games.
All right, the final numbers for Hub City: 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 10. The Drive: 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors, stranded 6. Davaleo, the winner, 2-0. Noah Dean, the starter and loser, 0-1. Loomis, the save. And the game took 2 hours and 39 minutes to play before an announced crowd of 5,113. So the Drive now 17-20. And Hub City is 18-19. Game 5 of the series tomorrow. Peyton Tolley, the lefty for the Drive. DJ McCarty right-hander for the Spartanburgers. 6:30 airtime and a 6:45 first pitch.
Yeah, Tolley's been good. He's 1-2 ERA, 3.65. Got the 34 strikeouts, 6 walks over 19 2/3. And then McCarty's a right-hander, 6'2", 145-pounder, 22 years of age, 0-2. His ERA at 11.34. And that'll be the matchup coming up tomorrow night.
All right, as they get set for fireworks here, Tom and I are bidding a hasty adieu here at Fluor Field. Final score again, Spartanburgers with their first win of the series. They top the drive 3-2. For Tom Van Hoy and all of us with the drive, I'm Dan Scott. God bless you, and so long, everybody.